You know that feeling, right? You're completely drowning in work, but it feels like you're not getting anywhere. Well, today we're going to talk about how to escape what's called the hard work trap by getting a handle on a really powerful idea, the efficiency paradox. I mean, does this hit close to home? Your calendar is just a wall of meetings, emails are flying in at all hours, you're always doing something. But when Friday rolls around, you just feel like you've been spinning your wheels on a hamster wheel, not actually getting ahead.
And here's the real kicker. You absolutely crush a project. You go above and beyond. And what's your reward? Oh, just an even bigger pile of work dumped on your desk. It's this crazy, demoralizing cycle, and we're going to talk about how to break it for good.
Yeah, this whole thing actually has a name. It's the hard work trap. And it's that place where it feels like the harder you work, the deeper the hole of endless tasks gets. This just nails the feeling, doesn't it? You pick up the pace, you put in the extra hours, but that finish line, that feeling of being done, it just seems to get further and further away. It's totally exhausting, and let's be real, it is not sustainable. Okay, so to really get why this trap is so dang effective, let's use a super simple analogy that makes it all click. I call it the seesaw problem. All right, picture a seesaw. On one end, there's a huge boulder, and on the other end, that's you. But you're standing really close to the middle pivot point. You are pushing down with everything you've got. I mean, pure brute force effort. And that boulder just barely budges. Sound familiar? That's most of us in the hard work trap. Now, same seesaw, same giant boulder. But this time, you take a few steps back, all the way to the very end of your side. You push down with just a little bit of pressure, and boom, the boulder lifts up. Easy. This isn't magic, it's just physics. It's called leverage. So you gotta ask yourself, which side of the seesaw are you pushing on in your job? Are you right up close to the center, sweating and straining for almost no results? Or are you using your position to your advantage to make big moves with way less effort? And this right here, this is the way out. This is the solution to the whole trap. It is all about understanding and then actually using the power of leverage. This is the key to finally getting off that hamster wheel. So what in the world is leverage, really? Well, to put it simply, it's strategically using your resources to get a massive output from a tiny input. It's not about working more, it's about being smarter. Think of it like this. It's the difference between trying to lift that boulder with your bare hands versus using a crowbar. I know, we've all heard this phrase a million times, but leverage is how you actually do it. It completely changes the math. Instead of your effort having a one-to-one relationship with your results, you're suddenly aiming for a 1-to-10, or maybe even a 1-to-100 relationship. A really great way to picture this is to think about building your own leverage pyramid. See, at the very bottom, the foundation, that's your own direct effort. But as you build up, you start adding systems and tools that multiply that effort. And at the very top, the peak of your impact is delegation, leveraging the skills and time of other people. Okay, that all sounds great in theory, but what does it actually look like day to day? How do you build this pyramid? Let's break down the specific tools you can put in your leverage toolkit starting right now. So in the world of knowledge work, leverage really comes in two main flavors. On one side, you've got labor leverage. That's basically using other people's time and skills. And on the other side, you have code or media leverage, which is all about using technology and content that can work for you 24/7, even when you're sleeping. Let's look at the strategy here. Labor leverage, like asking a junior team member to pull a report or hiring a virtual assistant for your admin stuff. The huge benefit there is that it frees up your time to focus on the big picture stuff. But code or media leverage, that has a different superpower. It scales infinitely. Think about creating a quick video tutorial that answers a common question, or a simple script that automates a boring task. You build it once, and it can work for you for free forever. So what happens when you actually start using these tools? Let's talk about the payoff. Let's look at the after picture, what it really looks like to escape the trap. And we're not talking about a tiny little improvement here. We are talking about a massive, game-changing leap in your productivity. By automating the boring parts of your job or delegating tasks, you can seriously become 10 times more effective without working 10 times the hours. It's a total game changer. And, there's a really interesting side effect to all of this.
When your bosses see you producing these incredible results, not by burning the midnight oil, but by building smart systems and guiding resources, you stop being just another doer. You start being seen as a strategist, a leader.
So, this is your new reality once you embrace leverage. You're getting way more done with less personal effort. You're seen as a strategic leader, not just a hard worker. And the best part? You have finally, for real, escaped the hard work trap.
So I'll leave you with this one question from our explainer today. Just look at your to-do list for this week. What is one repetitive thing you're doing that could either be handed off to someone else or automated with a simple tool? Finding that one thing, that's your first real step to getting off the seesaw.